Now on to We guarantee to chill your spine, jangle your nerves and shorten your nails as Kim Newman opens the doors to the film club.
One of the great sources of the potency of the horror movie is its essential disreputability. Operating at its best, beyond the bounds of good taste, where the dead can walk the earth and all manner of strange desires do not go unfulfilled, it can venture into usually forbidden areas of the bizarre, the mystical, the erotic, and the supernatural. Mario Bava, the director and co-writer of tonight's films, is to the Italian horror movie what Sergio Leone was to the Italian Western. His films take ingredients we're familiar with from the universal monster cycle of the 30s and the hammer horrors of the 50s and remix them in a dreamlike, baroque, fantastical manner. His films veer between the deliberately and charmingly outmoded and the shockingly, disturbingly unconventional. Born in 1914 and originally a cinematographer, Bava toiled in the late 50s as an assistant director and director of photography on muscle-bound mini-epics like Hercules Unchained. He was first promoted to the director's chair when Riccardo Freda, another leading light of the Roman Gothic cinema, fell ill during the shooting of I Vampiri, a horror movie known in English as Lust of the Vampires or The Devil's Commandment. As a thank you for finishing the film, Bava was offered the chance to direct a picture of his own. Tonight's first movie is that picture, La Maschera del Demonio. Adapted very loosely from a Russian folk tale set down by Gogol, the film deals with vampires and witches and a family living under a century-old curse. Its plot is busy but unimportant, antique enough to serve for a silent movie, but its visual and oral style is astonishing. Working on a limited budget, Bava and his collaborators use elaborate sets, creative camera work, pounding music, and plenty of dry ice fog to give the film its dreamlike feel. Note the precedent-setting use of slow motion, the zoom lens, flashes of lightning, and spurts of monochrome gore. A key factor in the success of the movie was Bava's inspired casting of Barbara Steele, a J. Arthur rank starlet whose startlingly unusual good looks had not been very well used in insipid British comedies. Once her career moved to the continent, Steele became a cult figure, alternating horror films for Bava and Freda with artier assignments like Fellini's 8½, and Schlondorff's Young Tourless. Steele is here seen as a witch who emerges in an unforgettable sequence from her tomb, and also as the innocent young girl whom the old hag wishes to possess. Currently employed in American television as the producer of The Winds of War and War and Remembrance, Barbara Steele was the vampire queen of the 60s horror film. The version we're screening tonight is entitled The Mask of Satan and was prepared in 1960 for overseas release. However, it was refused a certificate by the British Board of Film Censors, largely thanks to an execution sequence in the first 5 minutes. It was distributed under the title Black Sunday in the USA, but with a different soundtrack, and a severely truncated version of that came out in Britain in 1968 as Revenge of the Vampire. What we're seeing tonight, we believe, is the best possible English-language version available of the film.